Hello and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech with your host, Len of the Silver Dragon. And to start off this episode, somebody requested that I shout them out. Their name is Faze Cleanser. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but your image is now on screen. And shout out complete. Moving along. Let's get on to, let's see here. We're gonna go and just find some, I think some yellow blocked vehicles would be good to run into, so we can kill them and take their stuff. Whoa. You appear to be on your side, buddy. Sorry about that. Kinda had, he was a turret, I think, because he had this. Rotating anchor. Interesting. What? It was very unusual in his design there. I love to collect these pound cannons, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab as many as I can. Oh, there's one. Maybe I should grab some of those. Nah, I don't really care about them. I was thinking about the little laser cannons, but it's like, nah. Nah. Moving on. Alright, so we're going to go and find some yellow block vehicles and tear them apart. And then, I think we'll do some, we're going to do some testing back at base on something. Relatively minor testing, but important. We're going to try and do some arrangement, simplified stuff, just to show people some basic stuff that apparently they don't seem to recognize as being an issue. So I have to show them that. But we'll get around to that once we get back. And hey, that's a yellow wheel I missed. Those are worth like 750 apiece. Let's grab that. Also, yellow blocks. And also, if you might notice, my BB count after I sold all that stuff from last time is way up. Way up. I got 55,000 out of selling all those yellow blocks. I don't know exactly how to best to think about that, because in one way, yay, I can totally buy a couple of those batteries. They're still astronomically expensive, but they're not as difficult to get as I had at first thought. Wind farm? It's the wind farm? That's funny. Well, he's dead now, and parts are exploding everywhere. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know, I don't know about the it just seems kind of like unbalanced still right now, as far as, cash goes for certain parts. With yellow parts being worth so much, it's like kind of crazy. It makes everything else a heck of a lot easier to get in abundance, especially in the GSO tree of stuff. However, on the flip side, the experimental battery is still way more expensive than it should be comparatively. So it's kind of like a mixture thing. I think, honestly, all the more expensive parts need to be lowered in their value, but that's just my opinion. They need work if they're going to be processed like that. Also, part selling, apparently you get 100% of the value back if you sell the item. That is kind of... that's not how normal economics work. So I think that is probably something that they're going to change without even my opinion on it, because that's just kind of silly. They're probably going to end up making it so like sells for I don't know, maybe a quarter, maybe half the price if they're generous of what the items are. Where did I put that? Okay, I just put it underneath. Okay. I thought I put it on my vehicle. I didn't want it. grab a couple more Hellfire guns. Yeah, I'm collecting all these red parts because they're useful for building stuff at points along the way. So why not collect a few? Okay, I don't see any more longer ones. Also 150 a piece, but I'm not actually that worried about the price anymore, considering if I can just get a few yellow blocks, it's like no big deal at all. Let's see here. Ooh, there's a base over there. That's cool. And there's this little guy over here I'm going to run over and squash. Now you have no gun. Congratulations, Crab Stinger. You are now defanged. Let's see what we got over here. It looks like there's 3 enemies. 2 of them were just suspended in the air for no apparent reason. Overseer, huh? How about you? Sit. What are you? Lumberjane. Sorry, Lumberjane, but you must go. Okay. Boop. Excuse me, Grab Stinger. Bye. Okay, let's see here. We've managed to secure a base. Ooh! A grade 3 fabricator. I didn't have that yet. That's cool. What's this? Is that just a grade 1? No, that's a foundry. Allows for the creation of alloys by fusing 2 refined resources together. Cool. So now I got a foundry. I got foundry technology. Ooh, and there's the upgraded receiver. Maybe I can fix. This is the refinery. Can you? Now, somebody was mentioning to me was I should like rearrange this for a thing, and I'm gonna do that soon. All the parts. Excellent. I will take all your parts. They now belong to me. No. Put that on there. I figure I don't really need these, but I'm going to take them anyway. Because why not? There we go. Looks good. I'm going to shield and power unit, another conveyor. Yeah, alright. And back to our adventure. Oh, there's also a spawner thing over nearby. There's a marker for it. No. Oh, that was the base itself. Huh. Fascinating. The markers also show bases? Interesting. Well, now I have the, what was this? The lots of silo, 9 small stacks variant. That's cool. Silos aren't currently that useful right now in-game, because stuff you put on them vanishes, but maybe later when they fix that bug, it'll be pretty good. At least I hope it's a bug. It's not intentional, because that sucks if it is. Bye-bye. Did you leave me intact? Yes, you left me some intact cannons. I'll take those with me. Let's see here. Anything else of use? Not really. Okay, next guy. I see this guy a lot. What is he called? Hello, You by Metophils. Or at least I see this kind of similar design by a lot of people, because it looks the same in a lot of ways to a lot of designs that I've seen it a couple of times now, and it seems like it just shows up a lot. I'm wondering if that's just a matter of oh, you can't actually put these on there. Oh, that's too bad. Though I guess that makes sense because it is too large, and I recall seeing one that was designed with the idea of saving of using a large scale thingy. Anyway, let's see here. What else is there? Anything else of good? Not quite. Okay, so on we go. Further exploration. I'm getting a little bit heavy on the left side there. That's fine. Onwards to adventure! Okay. So now I'm in search of more big yellow guys if I can find them. Usually they only spawn in the large, in that wasteland biome. I might go in there after taking a look at this guy over here. There's nothing in over this. Well, I'm actually trying to go for these other pips as well, so maybe I'll just head for the pips first. Oh, bit of lag there. What am I looking at? Mangle bracket, huh? Whoa, he just exploded everywhere. I don't even know what survived. Let's see. The mangle bracket, huh? Well, he definitely got mangled. Looks like you had a few brackets in there, maybe? No, I don't even see any brackets. Oh, wait. No, I didn't see any brackets in there, so... Maybe they got all destroyed. It did kind of explode everywhere. It had, like, a lot of parts to explode, so... my guess is it just lost all the brackets when it died. I like that song. Okay. Yep, just collect all the thrusters that we can. Because those are worth about 800 apiece as well, about as much as one of these yellow blocks. So they're worth collecting just for the purpose of selling. Just as much as the yellow blocks are, and they take up a lot less space comparatively. Just get all the Venture Co. bits I can get for later. Because I do like fast and mobile vehicles. They're very nifty. Very nifty. More wheels. Oh, yeah, I'll just stick that on there. Stick it a little bit back here. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. There we go. So what's that over there? Ooh, I think I've seen that one. That doesn't look like a very big mountain biome, though. So I guess I'll just keep going. Lag. Okay. Put that there. That's one of the beacon things I've already seen. That had the filter conveyor on it. I think that's the what's it called? The farm? The harm? The wind harm. That was the wind harm, I think. That I just blew up everywhere. He just died. Big time. I mean, he exploded everywhere. There is nothing left of him. Okay, let's go ahead and collect all these. No, I don't want that. I think I got enough of the red parts for now. I'm not going to bother collecting anymore. Any more of these longer, elongated red part blocks. I will collect more Hellfire guns, though, because those are still useful. Yes. Okay, that looks good. Moving. Oh, well, looks like we got another little guy to take care of here in a moment. But let's take this guy out over here. And booms everywhere, explosions. That was another mangle bracket. And he is covered in shields. I don't think I want to actually fight that until he's discharged his energy, especially considering my shields have all basically, for all intents and purposes, vanished. More wheels to sell. Excuse me. Lag. I don't know why the game is lagging right now at all, even in the surges that it is. Because I don't have anything really in the background that could cause that. It's just little surges of lag. Maybe it's something to do with how the game was updated and stuff. I'm wondering. I need to charge up my batteries. The problem with doing that is there isn't really an easy way to manage it. I guess what I can do... It's a little bit expensive, but reasonable perhaps. But I can't do it right now because the sun's down. Never mind. I was going to buy some solar panels and then stick some chargers on them, but that won't do. Simply because the chargers wouldn't function as desired. This is a pretty good distance to peck away at this guy. If I recall, his core is in the center. There we go. The 2 from 0601 Ash. Or maybe it's a different guy. Huh. Well, he had some megaton cannons, and those sell for a lot. Though I'm still collecting them for my base, so I can't really sell them yet. Still, he had a lot of useful parts I can take advantage of. Let's make a little pillar on my right side here to even the weight, because it's starting to get a little bit crazy. Yeah, there we go. Make this little mountain of stuff. Oh, that's a little bit too low, actually. Too low to the ground. Yeah, there we go. Now we can stick this on top. Collect all the parts that we can. Hey, there's a long block. I can use that. What? And he had tons of parts that I can take advantage of. This is good. This is excellent. Just what I needed. Ooh, he had some shield generators that I can now use to recharge my batteries. Let's do that. Did he have a charger? Yes, he did. Excellent. Let's start doing that as soon as the sun comes up, which it is right now. Getting a little bit bright. My eyes! There we go. Okay. Lots and lots of big yellow blocks to sell. We're going to be, like, hauling in a ton of cash with all this. And, oh, hey, another giant experimental battery. Those are... Finding those is really, really good. Because that saves me a lot of trouble. Fussing around with all that stuff. Just plant all these over here for the moment. Get junk out of the way. Another cannon. I'll take that. Another pound cannon. I'm going to take one of the Uzis, but not any. Actually, these might be worth a bit of money now I think about it. So I shouldn't be throwing them away. I think they're worth about as much as a Hellfire gun, so I can take them and sell them for a good price. Remembering to do that sometimes, it's like, it doesn't look very valuable, it doesn't look very effective, but it is worth quite a lot, despite that. So it's like, well, okay, alright. I guess I should take that with me. That guy had like 6 solar battery things. Cool. Oh, another Hellfire gun. I like the Hellfire cannons far above the Uzi things because the Uzi things are just kind of like meh in their effectiveness. Man, wow, that's a lot of solar panels. Give me a second while I collect them all over here. Nope. And he also had a lot of chargers too. A lot of these wireless chargers. I'm just sticking them on there for the moment so I can charge up before I leave. Yeah, look at all these chargers. Anything else? Looks clear. I don't see anything else I want to worry about. So let's check to make sure our charging is getting up good. Yeah, it's going up. I'll start moving parts onto my vehicle here. I think I'm going to move this down here because it'll be a little bit more straightforward. I guess I'll just stick that there while I'm at it. Alright, yep, quite the load of resources going on. How's our charge going? It's getting there. I think we're also filling up that experimental battery too, so that's a nice little bit of extra power. I think we can go ahead now. We'll start putting these on my vehicle. I think we'll kill one more enemy, I think, before we head back to base with all our fat loot we've been accumulating here. Yeah, fat loot. Alright. Let's get everything together. Can I... Hey! Let me have the thing! And stop lagging and making it difficult for me to grab it. There we go. Alright. There be an enemy over them hills. Let's get him. Full speed ahead. And... Oh! Is that a... That is a base. Oops. Hi. What was that one called? Scorpio, huh? Okay. So, what did I win for my trouble? Another Tier 2 fabricator. That's not bad. A Tier 1 fabricator. 4 refineries, other stuff. Oh, a spare cab. Not that it's all that useful to me. Some refinery. I just start putting them up here. Why not? Because they don't really care where they go, just as long as they're on board. Okay, going good. Just get these all up there, and before we know it, we'll have a nice stockpile of parts to take home. I think I'll go for one more enemy, because I can still heft a lot more. I'm looking for a big guy to tear apart for more parts. That's what I'm going to do. More giant enemy to stack on top of me for my trip home. A little bit of lag there. Okay. And off we go with our big pile of loot. Oh! That guy that just spawned in, I think he has an obsolete part. It's the first time I had one of those in a little bit. Actually, I should probably take that girder. That's probably worth a bit of money, too. So I'll take that. And this guy has a diamond thingy, some diamond thingies and other stuff on the front. That was an old refinery. Oops. Hey, stop blasting my defenses. And die already. Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's see here. I'm starting to get heavy in the back, so let's start pushing it out forwards. And that will help to balance us out. Forwards, 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 march! Yes, very good. Don't care, don't care. Okay. Get the... Oh, there's another little buyer device. Grab a few more of these parts. Yes, so many good parts to haul away for our little adventure out here. I think we're about ready to take all this stuff home. Whoa, 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 stop! Flying. That's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, now, off we go. I think we're gonna head back to base now. But what's that little yellow marker, I wonder? Let's find out. And there's another vehicle in the distance. I wonder what that is. Looks kind of like a Scorpion, actually, with big front wheels. Okay, I have to... It does look like a Scorpion! It has a drill on the top, too. It's a melee weapon. You're silly, dude. What do you call? Scorpion Reel. That is exact... I was right! He called it a Scorpion. He intentionally named it... He intentionally designed it to look like a Scorpion. Looks like my parents are home, so I'm gonna have to end the video here, I guess. Or maybe just postpone it until we get back. Until I've got the moment. So, I'll be back, and I'm gonna head on back to base and start dealing with this stuff. So, a quick trip back home in fast mode. Okay. So we're going to continue off where I was just finishing cleaning up all this stuff and organizing it. You saw how much money I got from selling those parts from that time, just so I can prove that, yes, they sell for quite a lot. Anyway, moving on to the intended object today, I'm going to demonstrate that, well, some of these parts don't work as you might suspect. Okay, let's get a light here so I can show really easily what's going on. There we go. Alright. Pick these up, put them like that. Now, one person asked that I put the white side like this to get resources in there. Okay? So we're going to go and grab a piece of wood, put it on the pad. And as you can see, even right next to it, it does nothing. Now if I switch it around, it'll go into the refinery, and then it'll pop out the white side. See? Then it can go into the cannon and be launched. And it doesn't matter which of these two slots you put it next to, it'll go into the cannon. Or wait, does it? Huh. It'll only accept it on the one point there. That's interesting. Well, that's something I didn't know, but at the same time, I was still right. It won't accept it from the white side. Okay. Now, next test that I want to show is conveyors. I've been getting a lot of conveyors, like put some conveyors in between the refineries and the stuff, so I'm going to try that as a demonstration. So there's a conveyor. Then we just do something like this. No impact. It didn't even jump to the conveyor despite being next to it. Okay, let's try putting 2 conveyors. No impact. Okay. Is it just that spot that's having trouble, maybe? Let's try here instead. Okay, how about there? No. It just doesn't want to use the conveyors at all. Let's try raising it. See if that has any impact. Nope. It doesn't want to use conveyors at all whatsoever for this. Okay. So, no. Conveyors will do nothing. Stop saying... they just do nothing. Okay. Let's try a receiver. And as I suspected, it does not work on the same tech as the tractor pad. If you put a receiver on something else and back up to it, it works fine. It appears that when you break it, it'll go straight to that spot closest to the refinery. Which is interesting. But yeah, so conveyors doing nothing. Receivers are doing nothing. Alright. How about filter conveyors? Maybe that'll do something more useful here. Somebody did show me them using filter conveyors, so I figure maybe we should try some of that. And I'm afraid this might also crash my game, so just as a preliminary warning, I may have to reboot after fiddling with this. But let's find out. All right. All right. Seems fine. Okay, so the filter conveyor will pull resources off of the tractor pad as long as they are adjacent to it. So that is an improvement, but it still is not quite fixing the problem, as you can see here, because the other ones have not been pulled off. So that problem is still persistent in that design. So, yeah. I'm still not impressed with that. And I still have not found an equivalent meanings to this, to fix this issue the way I'd like it to be fixed. I take a glance at the comments again, make sure there isn't any that I've missed. But, yeah, this doesn't seem to be working in any of the suggestions people have been providing. One moment. Okay. So, here's another thing they want me to try, which I'm not sure will look very good, but I'm going to try it anyway, just because. Not necessarily look good, but... and there we go. That's why I don't want to use filter conveyors, because they cause crashes. I'll be right back. Okay, I just dismantled the filter thing, because that... filters are just so buggy right now. They're not worth putting on any of my machines. They just don't work right. They're so buggy. It's just, ugh. Okay, moving along. So, the next thing I want to test is receivers. Just straight up receivers. Just take out the tractor pads altogether, because that's a suggestion people made. Dang it. Okay, well, I guess it managed to get him anyway. Fine. So, we're going to just take off the tractor pads and leave them right on this structure over here. What we're going to do is just stick some conveyors, like right here in the center. Just line it up right to there. Stick a receiver on and see how far the attract distance is. Huh. Actually, that receiver distance isn't so bad. I thought it would be, but it's not, actually. It will clog up quickly, though. That's not what I wanted to see, sadly. Now what I'd like to see is step conveyors, but I don't have those. Just for a demonstration of that fact. Yeah, right here, step conveyor. I don't have that. Okay. I wonder if I can do it the old-fashioned way. Probably not, considering they added a system that does it. But let's try and see if we can bypass it. Yeah, that really doesn't look like it's going to work as intended. But let's find out. So stick it up there. And it doesn't go. I need a step conveyor in order to take it up a level. That's obnoxious, especially considering I don't have access to that. Not sure if I even can have access to that. I'd have to find somebody who has one on their vehicle. So that doesn't work as desired. So that's another one that we can cross off. The only method we really have so far is receivers, which have a longer range now than they used to, so it's not it's not an unusable solution. It's just not an elegant one. Actually, something I might want to try. Where is it? Yeah, this guy. These have more capacity and farther range, so maybe they'd work out a little bit better. Okay, one moment. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few of these conveyor sections and put this together. So, speed build. Okay, now let's test this. Interesting. It goes in, they refine, and then they're either, they tend to be sold, it seems. I think I need to push these back slightly. Just need to get these out of the way for a moment while I adjust this just briefly. These out of the way. Okay. So now every one of these designs should theoretically put it up to the right. That should look good. And then we can go try these out. Okay. So it looks like this one is not receiving any input, neither is this one. So maybe we instead should do something like this. And something like this. Yeah. Now the refineries are splitting it. That seems to be working alright. Alright, so, yes. These GSO receivers, the large-scale versions, seem to be functional, at least. They don't hold nearly as much as the old Scotty HC tractor pads, but they are functional, which is what I wanted. So this design does now at least work. I find it annoying that I have to resort to using this, because this design previously, just for demonstration purposes, let's get these out of the way. Okay, let me handle this in a second. Now look at this design. Just the tractor pads here, followed by the refineries, followed by the launchers. Now, it's extremely simplified but functional in appearance. At least in the old version, it would have worked fine. This kind of method would have worked great, and it would have been perfectly effective. But it doesn't work that way anymore. Tractor pads just don't want to give up their resources unless they have, like, say, a receiver to handle it with. So, unfortunately, I really can't do anything about that. And currently the game mechanics will force me to do the less, well, visually appealing design if I want to make this work as I had intended it to. On the flip side, though, I can redesign how this looks a little bit based off the fact that I have to use these. I can actually put a lot more equipment on the back here, like recyclers and other devices, since these can pick up, if I recall. Yeah, it takes items. It'll auto-collect blocks as well. I don't think regular receivers do that unless they're on a tractor pad. Unless the items are on a tractor pad, which tractor pads don't naturally pick up blocks. These receivers are the only ones that actually pick up blocks naturally. So I can actually kill enemies and pick up their blocks, and then scrap them and sell the pieces and parts. Anything that can't be scrapped, we can just pull off the partition and make it work. And admittedly, it'd probably be better to collect the parts intact and then sell those at a trade station, but if you're on the move, it may be better just to do it just to keep going. I'm not sure how that entirely works out, but that's a consideration. So I hope that this little demonstration of why you can't use conveyors with tractor pads is, well, the way it is. These tractor pads refuse to give up their contents through any other method. and that's really annoying, but there's not much I can do about it. So that's basically what's going to happen here. Is we're going to have to redesign the entire top half here for its redesign, for the redesign of this vehicle, in order to make it work as intended. However, we will be doing that next episode, because we've been doing this one for long enough, and I think I want to finish some stuff up elsewhere. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helps to clarify what the issue was that I was having, and also help to identify the issues that are basically plaguing the design as it was. I'm going to be redesigning this entire thing, but next episode I'm going to rebuild the Iron Dragon in its original form, just for those who wanted to see how I originally built it, and just for basically show-off purposes. It won't work as it was designed back then, because the design relied on these tractor pads, which don't work anymore for what it did, and they also relied on singular refineries, which we now have to deal with the triple refinery now. So that doesn't work anymore. So that will have to be adjusted regardless, because we don't have the option to use the old versions setup. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope this clarified a bunch of questions and or suggestions presented on the video that came before with the, I think it's an episode before this one. I mean, an episode before the episode that came just before this one, I think. Yeah, okay. Because I made Sandrake over here. I made this guy on the very next episode, I believe, after I built this guy. So yeah, that's basically everything for this kind of thing, for this design. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to my stuff, and that's it for this episode. I'll be recording. Selenvo out.